Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's Luminous Air workshop. I'm so glad to be with you guys again. Happy New Year. Today we're going to be talking about all of the new wonderful products that's in store for this year from Luminous Air. We have again with us Brittany.
Hi,
Brittany. And our beautiful model today is Gail.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about our new formula concealer. We'll be talking about a wonderful slimming kit that we have. It's not a bronzer. It has no shimmer in it. It just creates the best shadow that you can ever achieve when applying any type of contouring makeup. Okay, so it's great for sculpting and defining the face. And also, our eye kit. Yes, we have eyes now. They'll be online probably within the next 2 weeks, okay? So something to look forward to at loomcost.com. That's loomcost.com, and we have an eye kit that has in it 2 eye calligraphy, which has been featured, I think, maybe 3 or 4 webcasts ago. We featured it, and so now they're available. This is the black eye calligraphy, the brown eye calligraphy, and our wonderful mascara that everyone is wearing today, including myself. So if you're ever looking at my eyes and you're like, Mark sure does have some long eyelashes, it's our mascara. I was wearing our prototype for a long time, so now it'll be available within the next probably 2 weeks, okay? So again, something to look forward to. We're gonna start off with showing you our new formula concealer. It's absolutely wonderful. Our old concealer was great. So if you have our old concealers, that's fine. Continue to use them. But again, something to look forward to when you get ready to reorder. Our new concealers are more whipped. The consistency is just lightweight. It's very airy, like you're not putting anything on your skin at all. And it's just very malleable, and it goes great with our Airbrush formula, okay? So we're going to start off with Gail by priming her face with our Moisturizing Primer. And again, it's the new year. You should have our Luminous Air Moisturizing Primer, okay? Not only does this boost the efficacy of your foundation, but it really helps to hydrate your skin. If you have dry skin and if you have oily skin, it really helps to regulate your sebaceous glands during the day, okay? Start off by putting a couple of drops of the primer in your cup. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's more than a couple, that's 4. And just very lightly, we're going to put that primer on the face there, okay? And great, something that we've talked about before is you having more than one of our concealers, okay? A concealer and our C1, which is what we use for our brightener. So you would choose your concealer shade. For Gail, she could be C2 or 3. But we're going to use C3 because C3 has a lot of peach undertones, and it really helps to camouflage any type of blue, purple undertones that you have under your eye area, or broken capillaries that you may have around the eye or on the cheek area, okay? So we're going to use a little bit of the C3 under the eye area, okay? And almost immediately, you can see the camouflage action there. Immediately, you can see where that has covered that kind of bluish, purplish undertone. And it's really great to go ahead and prime under the eye too with the Luminous Air Moisturizing Primer, because again, this is Airbrush concealer, and a lot of the products, the minerals and things like that, are also in the concealer. So again, it's going to make your concealer a lot more effective as well when you prime under the eye. Now we're going to use the C1, okay, which I like to use as a brightener. Could she use the C3 by itself? Absolutely. Absolutely she could. But on a day that she wants to look really bright, especially under the eyes, they are the key to the soul. And you look so much prettier when you're smiling with your eyes when they don't have purple undertones under them. I'm not saying that you do, Gail, I'm just saying in general. And also, by putting the C1, and again, you can get this at lumcost.com, by putting the C1 under the eye, you know, lighter colors reflect light, so it has just this wonderful light reflecting property to it that, I mean, you really just cannot get with any other concealer. I'm sorry, I'm a makeup artist, I've used tons and tons of brighteners. Either they come out looking too shiny, or they have some type of shimmer in them, or they look chalky, or, I mean, it's just, you know, it just has to be that perfect skin for the brightener to look great on. With this, I can use this brightener. And it's very light, but, you know, I can use it. So any, you know, skin tone, skin type can use the brightener, and it does just this. It really brightens under the eye. Okay, great. Now we're going to go into using our slimming kit. But first, I'm going to use a little bit of foundation just to even out everything. So by now, you should have your Luminess Air Foundation. You should definitely have and know what color you are within our 12 shades. And you should be replenishing your order on lumcost.com. We have a question.
Freckled Bonnie in Canada.
Hey, Freckled Bonnie in Canada.
She says that she's never sure how to conceal. Is
Okay.
it supposed to blend or be the same color as the foundation?
That's a great question, Freckled Bunny. And Freckled Bunny, I never remember asking you, are you my color or a little bit lighter or darker? But we'll move forward. How do you do that? You always want to make sure that your concealer is slightly lighter than your color. Now, the way our concealers work is that they are very corrective, okay? So what that means is that when you put them on your eye, it really is going to look like just skin. It's going to just look like your skin has been evened out. That's why I like to follow it up with the brightener so that it gives it this kind of luminosity under the eye. So that's the way our concealers work. They work with your skin's undertones to really create just a flawless finish. You never look too bright like raccoon eye under your eye unless you just go really crazy with the brightener. But as far as our concealer goes, no, it's not that much brighter than your regular skin tone. So did she ever answer that question? What is her skin color?
She said that she's your color.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So I use the C4, and then I actually bump it up with a little bit of C2. But then on nights, when I want to go out at night, I use the C1. Right now, I have on C4 and C2. Can we get a close-up? C1 and C2. So anyone that uses, you know, colors 7 down, okay, because that's what I use. I sometimes highlight with a little bit of 5 because, you know, you get those colors in your starter kit. You get 4 colors in your starter kit. So that's something that you can always use the lighter colors for is, you know, highlighting down the bridge of your nose. But as far as the concealers go, if you're about 7 down, you can always use the C4, and then you can kind of brighten with the C2 for during the day. But at night, I mean, I just think this is a must. This is a product, a cosmetic must-have, is the brightener. You know, some days you look a little dull, some days your skin looks a little sallow, some days you may look a little bit tired, and the brightener is just good to have in your arsenal of makeup. So I hope that answers your question, Freckled Bonnie. Good hearing from you.